All right, Section 3, Air Conditioning Refrigeration. Part 3, Air Distribution Ventilation. Standard method of checking the air conditioning and the distribution volume as well as the temperature of both heating and cooling systems. This refers to the thermometer location method checking the air distribution. Railroad number, location, date, type of the car, no passenger number of the passenger, type of the cooling, type of the heating, type of the control, condenser unit, exhaust heat system, air distribution, air filter, main blower, motor voltage, amps, CFM, air outside recirculated total, and fill in the data underscored items as indicated. Recommended practices for determining the air velocities. B1 for the measuring air velocity to check for the make sure that the coils, ducts, and filters are clean with the voltage current with the main blower motor is properly valved and proper valve value. Adjust all the air outlet, damper the gear rollers, and so be properly set and inside in the plate of the door closed. Measurement of the air velocity entering leaving the grill opening with the accurately using the cardboard duct at least 12 inches long sealed over the grill opening. Masking tape the convenient with the making the airtight seal is desired from the form of the opening the subject suitable size in the square feet of the easing of the conducting CFM should be suggested methods of taking readings of the blow with the type of the air conditioning system. So the same method should be used with the pull through the type of the static tip that is used with the about 18 inches away from the fan with the discharge. B3. Selection of proper instrument for the taking the air readings is important if the dock openings with less than a square foot does not use the anemometer and restriction of the airflow with measuring the increase of the velocity resulting with the and an accurate reading the velometer will use suitable jet or tip to cover the velocity and range. All right, this shows the ducts in the car. Is satisfactory. Duct can be marked at the end and the edge of the opening, indicating the square 6 by 6 inches at least, and the average all readings is computed. The average multiplied by the duct is square feet, but it will be CFM, and the anemometer is used reading in the square, which is each square should be taken in at least 30 seconds. See plenum chamber air leak test is. Measure the air velocity outlet in about the center of the car. After the velocity is taken, the recirculated with the fresh air openings, the range of the measure of the air outlet velocity reading should be the zero, indicating the no air leakage. And if reading is not zero, the plenum chamber should be inspected with all cracks and holes, air, etc. sealed out until leakage is eliminated. D. Fresh air recirculated air test. When conditions are outlined under B1, the air leakage is eliminated within C1 and C2. Two methods are here to describe and determine the volume of the outside of recirculated area. D2 method number 1, referring to figure 1, take all the readings and outside the air tank, take the recirculated air grill. Some of the values the company needed with the outside recirculated air will be the total air. Caution with the method car must be located within the closed area where the outside of the air movement will not affect the readings taken with the outside air intake. D3, method number 2, static pressure method, but outside the recirculated with air openings normal and filters placed from the conditions of the B1 fill with the determine the static pressure of the discharge side of the blower. Use the draft gauge to measure static discharge side of the blower to interior of the car. Details are shown in figure 1. Take the air reading from the recirculated air grill to seal the fresh air intakes. With outside of the air intakes, measure the airflow for the recirculated air grill and the static pressure reading as in paragraph 1 and 2 above. Use the following formula to determine the total air volume. Total air volume is equal to total volume CFM volume, the air normal operation equal to the square root of the static pressure normal operation paragraph times the CFM recirculated air outside air blanked off paragraph divided by the static pressure outside of the air blanked off in paragraph 4. Outside air differences between the total recirculated air with the normal operation are total CFM air normal operation minus the CFM recirculated outside air blank of the paragraph 4. If possible outside movement of the affecting readings. E. Temperature readings. After the air distribution system has been balanced, 6 set of dry bulb temperature readings shall be taken within the car intervals with 30 minutes with the thermometers located as follows. 3 sections on the side of the car that's born with the center, one of each of the bulkhead. Each section station has one thermometer 6 inches above the floor and second thermometer 4 above the floor. Dry bulb thermometers shall also be placed with the men and women's lounges, one of the return air and grill. Sliding psychrometer temperature reading of the wet and dry bulb should be taken with during cooling system of the outside air in the center of the car. The psychrometer readings can be omitted during the heating. All thermometers must be checked with the accuracy. E2. The tabulation readings should be tabulated as following. Time stable. The tabulation of 30, 60, 90, and 120 minutes, 1 through 11 locations. Alright, E3, stations 1 through 3 are bulkheads to station 2 center at one side of the car, station 4 and 6 bulkheads, station 5 at the center outside of the car. T and B are top and bottom thermometers. The location section 7 and 8 are in the lounge, section 9 of the return air grill, section 10 outside of the air grill, wet dry bulb readings, section 11 the center of the car, wet dry bulb readings, inner diner location 7 and 8 would be in the kitchen pantry respectively, and the room top of the one station with the top of the bottom thermometers located in each of the room near the center of the seat. If the passageway, there should be 3 stations, one each of the end and in one of the middle, each having a thermometer 4 feet above the floor. F. Refrigeration readings. Compressor motor volts, amps, and HPM. Compressors, RPMs, head pressure, PSI, suction pressure, PSI, condenser airlet and temperature, DMB and WB, condenser outlet air temperature, DMB and WB, and estimated tonnage, estimated kilowatts per hour, and tonnage per ton, including the compressor motor, condenser fans, similar to readings the F1 through 5. Conclusion should be taken in modulation. G. Remarks. In the car program, where the number of the cars various types are being built, with all the cars each type of should be given the air distribution, hot, cooling temperature test, in addition with one each of the car should be given as a cold room test. Climate conditions not permitted with the full heating as each car should be checked to establish the components part of the entire system, the electrical, mechanical, functional, satisfactory. Alright, part 4. We're almost halfway through. We're getting about 3/4 of the way. No, like two-fifths of the way. Alright, Section 3, air conditioning, refrigeration. Part 4, air cleaning, performance specification for air filter servicing equipment. A. Scope the specification over the design, construction, testing of the machines, cleaning of drying oil and permanent metallic type. The air filter's material and workmanship. All material must use and the construction apparatus must be best in the respective kinds of the purpose intended with the workmanship and to be high quality in every respect. Details in the design unit. Design provided with the sequence of the washing, rinsing, the drying, oiling, drying, air filters so that they would be ready to use, and the timing is C2. The timing of each operation should be arranged with accomplishment, preferably automatically, with the desired purpose. Therefore, obtaining the clean filter media for the free solution, moisture, excessive oil. The unit should be capable of servicing the manner described in C1 and C2. The minimum of the 50 liters per hour. Size 20 inch by 25 by 4 inch, or a combination of other size standards. The thickness C4. The design of the unit should be such that the one man should be handled with loading, unloading, starting, and stopping the machine within a minimum labor. The unit should be equipped with the necessary handrails, guards, and other safety features protecting the operator against injury. The cabinet shall be fabricated with a heavy gauge copper bearing steel not less than 1/4 inch, 1/16 of an inch thick, welded construction reinforced where necessary with the copper bearing steel angles, sufficient cross section with the ensure the ruggedity with the unit, long service of the low maintenance of associated parts. C7. When the conveyor is employed with it, shall be rugged with the construction supported with a substantial framework with the copper bearing steel with welded construction properly braced and eliminated vibration means all provided with maintaining alignment with the conveyor drive. This is C8. The tank of the oil solution storage shall have adequate capacity, constructed with the copper bearing and steel not less than 1/16 of an inch thick. They should be readily accessible. Inspection cleaning. The tank should have the sloping bottom of the facility. The drain to be equipped with adequate accessible drain line. Shut off the global type valve. The oil tank shall be equipped with a sump or accumulation of water. The sump is below with the ground level. The pump shall be provided with a removal of the water. C9. The pumps shall be preferably central fuel backless type of the sufficiently capacity and head to perform efficiently with the duct cycle required. C10. The motor driven with the pump should be the squirrel cage lower starting type of the 220 to 400 volts 440 volt, two-phase, 60 cycle, preferably 1800 RPMs nominal speed. C11 motor, 1.3 horsepower, shall be preferably permanently split capacitor type of the range with a 220 volt single phase 60 cycle service. When the gearing is utilized, the gears shall be made with the materials of the gear mounted with the anti-friction bearings properly lubricated to ensure the efficiency, quiet drive with low maintenance. When belting is utilized, it shall be the endless V type, the proper name of the section with the duty cycle. The provision shall be made with the adjusting belt tension. The cleaning solution, rinsing water, impregnation oil shall be heated with the thermostatically controlled proper temperature to ensure the proper cleaning and impregnation of the filter media with the hot air drying to the employed meanings of the shell provided with the thermostatically controlled heating of this air. C15, the gauge type of the thermometer shall be provided with indicating the temperature of the cleaning solution, rinsing water, and impregnation oil. Spring at C16, spray nozzle shall be the non-clogging type of the proper size, the number, and arrangement, and ensure adequate cleaning and the servicing of the filters. The nozzle and the branch pipe that shall be readily accessible for the inspection and the service, where the central figure principle of cleaning or oil is employed. The unit shall be designed and the vibration will reduce the minimum in order to realize low maintenance, long life. On 60C18, the electrical wiring and various motors and controls shall be protected with rigid metallic conduit. The fittings are approved type. The solder terminals should be utilized, and all wires should be marked with the permanent identification tags. C20, all wires should properly gauge with the current handled and having the flexible strand of the insulation measuring, meeting the requirements of the ASTM. The specifications D469, D754 for 600 volt services. When synthetic impregnation material is used instead of the filter or approved, the means with include with the cleaning and dry impregnation of the media to ensure the efficient filter with long lifetime, low maintenance. D. The prints. The bidder shall submit with a proposal full directive to the literature of the apparatus, engineering data outlined in them, engine mounting of the prints, the schematic diagrams, wiring and piping. The successful bidder should furnish the detailed operation maintenance instruction together with the catalog of repair. E. Guarantee. The manufacturer shall guarantee his service until it will clean the impregnated minimum 50 filters per minute per hour. Size 20 to 25, 44 inches, equivalent to 2-inch volume of 2 inches thickness filter. That filter media will free from the solution moisture, excess of oil in the case of synthetic impregnation material that would be properly applied. That he should also guarantee the work that is performed with the power input and not exceed what was given the proposed steam compensation, not to extend the given proposal. F. The inspection and test. The apparatus furnished with the specification subject to the inspection and acceptance of the material with the satisfactory should not mediate against the rejection of the material event if the provisions of the specifications are not met until after the unit has been installed with the buyers properly. G. The exemption. If the bidder does not fully comply with these exemption specifications, he must furnish the proposal full details of all exemptions. Alright, specification covering the standards of the air filter physical dimensions of the passenger train cars. A. The scope of the specification covers the design, construction of the permanent impingement of the mechanical type of the panel air filters. Material and workmanship. All materials used in the construction filter must be based on the very respective items of the purpose intended with the workmanship that must high quality of respect. C. The details and design. Filter media shall consist of a heavy gauge galvanized steel wire. The mesh is to prove the equal construction and sufficient number of the layers properly arranged with the ensure the adequate impregnation of the dust laden in the air so that the unit at the high dust of the holding capacity, low pressure drop high and sufficient with the handling of the CFM air specified. The filter frame shall be constructed not less than 16 gauge cold rolled steel channel section, approved with the equal design rugged construction throughout the standard of the railroad service. The filter frame shall have the suitable drainage holes that permit the escape of the water, excess of the oil during the service of the unit. C4. The following type of the recommendation is AR number 1, 9 by 25 by 4, number 2, 3. Alright, those are the size of the following in the table of recommendations for the size of the standard tolerance. The AR standard filter with 1/8 of an inch under the normal size of the C4. The 0 minus says 1/16 dimensional length of the breadth. Thickness dimension will nominal close of 1/8 of an inch, 1 minimum 1/32 of an inch. The filter holding the pocket of the nominal filter with a using the tolerance of minimum 0 plus 1/8 of an inch inside the dimensional length of the breadth. The depth of the filter holding device shall be sufficient to accommodate the various tolerance of filter Filter thickness. C7 specified facility handling the filter shall provide with the suitable handles meeting with the handle attachment of the purchase and all specified nominal size of the filter required for the CFM fresh recirculated air to be handled with the filter. D printers. The bidder should submit the proposal full description and literature of his unit and also energy engineering data and outline dimension prints. Alright, Part 5. Part 5. Phase rotation plugs receptacles for use in yard station standby services and 3-phase 60-cycle power. Phase rotation. This receptacle right away the standby cable shall be wired so that the phase rotation shall be 1, 2, 3. The terminals marked 1, 2, 3 of the plug should contact the car receptacle. In other words, so the voltage across the terminals 1, 2 should lead to 120 degrees voltage across terminal 2 and 3. Commercial phase rotation indicators available to testing proper phase rotation plug receptacles. Plug receptacles standby services refer to Section 8 Power Supply Chapter 1 covering the standard plugs receptacles. Alright, this is your air conditioning plug. It shows the receptacles like Alright, air conditioning, refrigeration, chapter 2, recommendation, specification, refrigeration, water, part 1, water coolers.